Okay, so I'm calling Chase. Welcome back to the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. Yes. Yes.
First and last name, followed by your mailing address.
Oh, now they're asking me for my mailing address. They have not. I called already, right? Oh, excuse me.
Thank you for calling Chase. May I know your first and your last name?
Sure. First name is Nigel, Nigel. Last name is Nicholson.
Thank you. Yes, may I know how may I assist you?
Yes. So I called earlier, and there was an unauthorized transaction from PayPal. Okay, on my account. My account was overdrafted, right? And I called PayPal. I was told to call PayPal. I did call PayPal. I had them look into it, and it seems that there's two unauthorized purchase from Temu, both for the same amount. Okay, one was for this month, and the other one was for next month, which I had them cancel, and also try to cancel this this month payment, right? So what happened is that when I went to look to see what the transaction, I didn't see any transaction from Temu, but apparently there were a transaction from Temu, but it's not showing up on my account. Okay, so the money is in my PayPal credit, and I was trying to have them transfer it back to the bank. They told me they couldn't do that because it's in PayPal credit, and they cannot do that. They told me that they can send me a check that's going to take 7 to 15 days, but I have no money in my checking account now, right? So that's a dilemma. I'm on disability, and this is, to go for almost 2 weeks with no money is ridiculous. So I said to them, "Is there any way that I can have the money transferred?" They told me, said no. They said that what I could. Then they said, "Well, what you can do is transfer that money to another PayPal account, and then have the person send it back to you, and then transfer it back into your account," which I'm going to do. What I would like to speak to you guys about is that, the overdraft thing, right? I have never, after I received a text on the 7th that said that was a payment from Temu. Someone was attempted to make a payment from Temu, and because it was over my account balance, they canceled it. Okay, I have the text that said it was canceled. So at first I thought it was some sort of scam, because I'm like, I'm not responding to this, but it did say that they've canceled it. But now I guess they made another transaction through PayPal, and it's funny because like I said, I woke up this morning. I'm just like, when I call PayPal, and I'm like, it's odd because the money's is in my PayPal credit. So were they hoping that it'll go in my PayPal credit and then make another purchase for the same amount, which I had PayPal cancel all credits, all charges from Temu. So, but what troubles me is that Chase would allow, clearly I don't have that amount of money in my checking account. Clearly, my account is, because again, I'm disabled, right? So, but the fact that they would allow that transaction to go through, that's really troubling. And so that's my issue, right? And on top of that, now I have to go through hoops and or just to put the money back into my account, right? When it should have been flagged. It was already flagged once, but then they let it go a second time. Okay, so I want to know in order to prevent this from happening again in the future, right? What steps can I take, or what you guys take to make sure? Do I have to say something like not allow any purchases over a certain amount? Is something that I have to do?
We do not have any system in that way where you can stop. See, I'm not sure what is that exactly. You're talking about $912.41,
yes,
right?
Yes.
From PayPal.
Yes.
If you want, I can go to this, make a stop payment to this transaction. That is $912.
Yes.
41 cents. I can, because it's showing as a pending transaction, I can make a stop payment to this transaction. But when I'm making a stop payment to this transaction, there is a $30 fee from Chase.
There's a $30 fee.
There would be a charge of $30 charges. But your money would be there today evening or tomorrow morning. Your money would be there in your account.
Yeah, minus $30, but minus $30, right, for a transaction that I didn't make.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, if they don't, if the criminals don't screw you, the bank was going to screw you. And when I called earlier, I was told that they could not do anything about the transaction because I did call, okay, and was told that they could not do anything about the transaction, and I would have to call PayPal. But you're telling me now that you see that it's pending, whereas before I was told there's nothing that they can do, Chase can do.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about $912.41
Yes.
or
Yeah.
$119?
The 900 and some odd dollars.
Yeah, there is a paper. There is a stop payment. What we can make it, or you can go to just dispute this transaction. Also, if you have not authorized this transaction, that is also fine. For making a stop payment, there is a $30.
Okay, so if I dispute that, what would that do? Would it stop the payment?
No, it will not stop the payment. The money would be back in your account. Once it's completed, it will take 4 to 5 business days. I can just transfer to the claims department. They can let you know whether they can dispute this transaction.
And within 4 to, you know what? Stop the payment because I cannot wait for 4 to 5 days. Like I said, I have no money in my account.
How much days it will, because it depends upon the claims. Okay, let me go to just make the stop payment. Just give me one moment.
Sure. You guys hear this shit? You guys hear this? This is what I'm talking. And I say you guys hear this like this. That's right. So let's say that they're actively listening. When I talk about surveillance, right? So either be police sirens or it'd be using the car horns. Okay. So like I said, I called earlier. I was told by Chase, the representative of Chase, that they couldn't do anything. That I had to call PayPal. So again, now that I call back, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, it's pending, and whereas before, it had already gone through. As I said, I should have recorded those first 2 conversations with Chase.
In future, you don't want any amount to be debited from PayPal? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So in future, if you do not want any amount to be debited from PayPal, what I can do right now is that I can go for the range of amount like $10 to $1,000. So any amount coming from $10 to $1,000
Okay.
from PayPal would be made stopped
Yeah,
from this merchant.
$200.
Is that okay?
Well, from which merchant? From Tamu?
No, no.
Oh, from PayPal. Okay. I'll set the limit to, I would say, $150. I'll set that.
100?
Yeah,
Okay.
$50. Yeah.
So from $10 to $1,500.
No. From $10 to $150, not $1,000. $150.
$150?
Yes.
No, then this amount is $912.41.
What do you mean?
This amount is $912.41. It has to be more than this amount. You said $150, right?
Well, you've asked me in the future that to have put a limit on how much PayPal, like any sort of transaction from PayPal, right? Okay. So what I'm saying.
So, no. What I'm trying to do is that when I'm including this amount also, $912.41.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
If I wanted to make that stopper, it has to be more than that.
More than that.
That's the reason I went with $10 to $1,000.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Thank you.
So that is only one transaction you have to do. Go ahead, and in future, from $10 to $1,000, there would be no transactions.
Okay.
And this amount has to be back in your account. Okay, I just need to read a disclaimer. Once
Sure.
you've read a disclaimer, in case if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Sure.
A stop payment process before 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Timing, 8 p.m. Pacific Timing will be affected the same business day. Otherwise, it will generally be affected the next business day.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, that's it. Okay, thank you. All right. So, as you guys hear, I had to do a stop payment, and it's going to cost me $30. Now, why wasn't I given that option when I first called? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is why, I said to myself, you know what? Let me call, because I had, when I was being transferred on PayPal, I said, let me record this conversation. So for the simple fact that the dude just whistled on the phone, you know what I'm saying? But they do this, right? To let me know as TI and let you know as a TI that this is what it is that they're doing, right? That they're the ones that doing all of this stuff, okay? And then, call back Chase and they're like, oh, it's still pending. But that's not what I was told earlier. I was told earlier that they couldn't put a stop payment to it, And I guess probably why that was, the police, the New York Predator Department is in the background using their sirens, right? Again, we talk about extortion, and it's not legalized extortion. It is criminal extortion. Okay? This is what they're doing, right? Hijacking, my package, as you guys can see, there's no more update. When I talk about a criminal entity, right? Engaging in experimentation, extortion, right? Setups and frame-ups, right? This is what I'm talking about, And that's why I have to do what I have to do. Like I said, I'm going to expose them in ways that they have not been exposed before. But because they believe that they're in a position of power, that they can get away with it. And they can do whatever they can to get away with it, making your life difficult. And again, for things that they've done to you. They've done. Right? Why? Because this is how they fund themselves. They fund these programs. Right? Just as how in the 1980s, the CIA wanted to fund its illegal warfare across the globe. And what do? Allow drugs into the black community. Right? Inserted their agents in large city police department, including the DEA. Had CIA agents working in the DEA. This is how they were able to get the money to fund their illegal wars across the globe. Oh, I have to get out of here. My daughter, I gotta go pick up my daughter. See, and again, making me late. Anyway, talking to you guys in the next video.